Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Kathy. Hi. Who is everyone? We are going to wait for notifications to go out. Hopefully, the lag won't be too bad this morning. How was everyone's Memorial Day? It was weird to not have a sale with Nikki. And so we sent messages back and forth instead since we weren't hanging out together. But it was nice to have a day off. It was really nice to have a day off. Good morning, Marcy. Coffee cup of the day. This design is an Arkarock design, but this was made in Indonesia. So I don't know if I come across a lot of glass made in Indonesia that looks like copies of other better glass. So I think it's a copy. I mean, it's a gorgeous glass, don't get me wrong, but this original design was Arkarock from France. So, but this one will be up in my mug sale when I get around to having my mix. Thank you, Marcy. I am feeling the summer here. It is in the 80s and we actually had to turn on the AC. I'm always sad when we have to turn it on, but also as a middle-aged lady with hot flashes, I'm relieved when we turn it on. Good morning, Mary. And Kathy, I'm not sure if you heard me say good morning because I'm never sure when exactly I'm actually gone live and coming across to people. So hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Good morning, Jazdia. Today is actually my dad's birthday. And I didn't get to see my sister on Monday for her birthday. Her car broke down and she lives about an hour and a half away, maybe a little less. And so I was going to go with her, but then work screwed up my daughter's days off because my daughter was going to come down on Sunday. She was coming down on Monday instead. So I had to stay home to spend the day with my daughter instead of going to see my sister for her birthday. So I was sad I didn't get to see her, but mom and dad have already left. They're going to do some shopping and mom's going to take dad out to lunch and they'll be back later. But I had breakfast with them. We had a nice breakfast. So I wanted to show you. I do not remember who sent me the Lisa Frank stickers for my birthday. Good morning, Feeding My Soul. But I made a new back for my phone case, and it is all Lisa Frank stickers. Isn't that adorable? Oh my goodness. 10-year-old me is so happy today. I always have a ring holder on the back of my phone, so I always have to make whatever background I'm making so that there's nothing where my ring holder is. But I love the Lisa Frank stickers. I've already used them in junk journal pages, and now I've used them in a new phone backing. So I can't remember. I don't remember if it was Maria. There were a couple of people who sent me ephemera stickers, and I can't remember who sent them to me, but love them, love them, love them, love them. So let's get to the prompt for last week, which was to write a note or a letter to yourself. Hey, Beth. I'm going to be doing a sale on Beth's channel at the end of June. Woo-woo. Super excited about that. And Beth, I already filmed my $10 challenge. Good morning, Kraken. Cannot wait to get that up next week. And if you do not follow Beth, you should be. But she is doing she did an open collab where you just take 10 of whatever currency is where you live, because we have, friends in Canada and friends in England and friends in different places. You take your currency, 10 of that, and you go to the thrift store and you can either film a shop along while you're shopping for your to spend your $10, or you can film a haul, which is what I did. But super fun. I can't wait to see everybody's. I'm excited. Good morning, Roxanne. Ooh, everything's jumping. So if I miss saying good morning to you, good morning. Thanks for being here. Okay, so last week prompt, write a letter to ourselves. And we talked about how it could be just some positive affirmations on a page so you can look at it, or you can write a note to your future self, which is what my daughter did when she did the Altered Book Project. So that is what I did. I wrote a letter to myself, and then I made an envelope, and I made it. Ooh, I'm bending it. I made a spot to put in. So here's the envelope. I sealed it with a sticker, and I wrote a letter to myself to be opened in 5 years. So I used stamps, but I didn't have number stamps. I only had letter stamps. To me, open in 2028. So I had to use a marker. Good morning, Roxana. So, and this is glued in there, and then the letter just fits down in that little envelope that I made for it. And I made it out of these complimentary papers. So that was our prompt for last week. And that's what I did. I hadn't been able, because, I was so busy during May. I hadn't been able to do the prompts for a couple weeks. So I was really pleased that I got to this. And I actually wrote a 2-page front and back letter to myself. And I talked about, everything that's gone on the last few years. And because there was, let's face it, there was a lot of bad. Hey, Sabrina. And, ooh, Sabrina, you should stick around. Hi, Yvonne. I have a couple of uranium brooches up for sale today. But I wrote about some of the struggles of the last few years, and then I wrote some of the good things, and then I wrote my hopes that the things that will happen in the next 5 years. So that was last week's prompt. And we've got 16 people here, so we will go ahead and draw the new oh, I dropped it on the floor. Oh, let's go with the one I dropped on the floor. Okay. Cover an entire page with doodles. So you can get super, super fancy, or you can just write circles on the page, but cover an entire page with doodles. That's a nice, easy, low-key prompt. And I do have my notes written down to finally sit down and film the video, catching everybody up, because I know there are people who joined later that wanted all of the prompts. So I'm going to put that all into one video and hopefully get that up in the next few days, so that if you're one of those people that has to do everything, which there is no pressure to do that. You do not have to do any of the prompts. Oh, good, feeding myself. I'm happy you like this one. But if you're one of those people that wants to do them all, but you came in late, I'm going to make a video recapping all of them from week 1 all the way up to right now. And the ones that I did, I will show the examples of. So be looking for that video if you're interested in catching up, or if you missed a prompt and you're like, that one sounded cool, but I can't remember what it was. It's all going to be in there. So I will get that up very soon. Oh, good, Jazdia. That's good. I'm so happy that I got my space organized for crafting. So I'm not searching through 3 different spots in my room to find things. It is all in one space. It's been so nice. So I've been able to sit down and craft again. Yeah, I didn't do the flag one. There were like 3 weeks in a row, I think, that I didn't do them, simply because I just had so much going on at the same time that I had shingles, and so it just wasn't happening. And that's the point of this, is that you don't have to do it on a week when you're busy. You don't have to do it on a month when you're busy. It's a low to no stress project and a low to no cost project because we're trying to use up things you've got at home. So that's been the whole point. Very, very low stress. Okay. Hi, Maria. So, because I am not a crafter. I am not. I have been hashtag team no craft for years. But this, being able to just stick stickers to paper, basically, I'm like, I think I can do that. And so that is why I decided to do this project this year. Oh, that'll be fun, Kraken. I love that. And you guys remember one of my very first pages, I think it was my very first page. Let me find it. Because I am not crafty. I am not artistic. This right here was my very first page. Colored pencil rainbow. That was it. That was it. Now, some of this we've stepped up to, bam, bam, where I made some pop-up flowers because we can all improve and get better, right? But aw, Kathy, you didn't like it? So some of these were super, super, super simple. Like I stuck stamps to a page and then used stamps to say spring has sprung. But that was just a lot of stickers on that page. So, hi, Rebecca. If I missed you coming in, hello, hello. Happy you're here. So the low to no stress, I have given myself permission on the weeks when I'm just overwhelmed with everything else to say, not going to happen. And at some point I may go back, I skipped the watercolor prompt because it started to stress me out because I've never used watercolors, even though I have some. My uncle gifted me some. I've never used them. And it just seemed overwhelming to think about having to come up with something to put in the book that week. And I thought, no, because it's low to no stress. So if I'm not going to enjoy it, I'm not going to do it. So totally skipped that one. Didn't do the flag one because I was sick. There's been several that I haven't done. So it's a no pressure. No pressure. If you want to join us, you can buy a book from your local Goodwill, pick up a 50-cent book at a garage sale, or you can use a blank notebook of some kind. Like these yellow notepads are life. So these are nice because you got a lot of pages and this is the top, so you don't have to deal with the binding. So it's just fun and it's just supposed to be stress relief. So if you're feeling stressed about a prompt, don't do it. Do not have to do it. So thank you everyone who is popping in. Here's my mug of the day. This one was made in Indonesia. It will be up for sale when I do my mug sale. And if you're looking at my ring, that was my grandmother's. This one I thrifted, but this one was my grandma's. And I thrifted this and the earrings. Feeling very pink and teal today, hot pink. Okay, let's get into the sale. So I have 10 items, but some of them are choice. So technically it's more than 10 items, but hi, Karen. Hi, Diane. Oh, COVID quarantine on vacation. Oh, Diane. That's awful. Jazzy, I love all earrings. Some days because I've got 3 holes here, I have 3 tiny ones on this side and 1 tiny one on this side. Sometimes they are so big, they're like this. And then some days they're this. I love the cat ones you sent me. I wear those because, kitties. Hello, Kathy. Okay. We are going to get started. So most everything, you might have seen a preview, but I haven't had it up for sale yet. Some of the things I have, but most of these are like recent purchases. So this one This is Nippon. And I'm sure you guys all know, but if you don't, Nippon was only labeled Nippon from 1891 to 1921, which officially now makes everything labeled Nippon an antique. Nippon means Japan. And I did some research further into see what company, and it was the Murray Morrow company, I think, which eventually became Noritake. So a lot of times Nippon and Noritake are used interchangeably. And this would have been hand painted. The gold on the handles is in really good condition, but there are some marks here. There, do you see those? Where there's a little bit of wear. So even though this is over 100 years old, I've kept the price low just because of those wear marks right here. But I love the color on this. It's this big. Let's see. From handle to handle, 7 3/4. The side of the plate without the handle, just under 7 1/4, like 7 1/8. So no chips, no cracks. And it is $10, number 20. $10, number 20. And I am doing a little better with the exhaustion, because I was talking about last week the pure exhaustion that I did not know came along with shingles, even after you're mostly over all the other symptoms. And every now and then I still get a stab of pain from it. And probably I'd have been more healed if I didn't keep picking at the sores, the blisters. But I was able to go out yesterday with my mom and run to like 3 or 4 different places, and I did the driving, and I wasn't completely exhausted. So, oh, thank you, Kathy. I've got you down for that. So I think the exhaustion is a touch better. Okay, next item. Now, I have a problem when it comes to vintage purses. I love vintage purses. Now, I carry the same black purse that is not vintage everywhere, all the time, all the days, because it has all the pockets. So I have this collection of vintage purses that I hardly ever use. And then I have the ones I'm getting rid of today. I have discovered I am not a clutch person. So the little clutches that are absolutely adorable, that I want to be that 1950s lady in my 1950s dress with my little clutch under my arm. I am not that lady. So I have clutches that are going to go today. So this one, I love the handle on this one. And it's not marked. It's not signed inside. Or if it was, it wore off, because sometimes they would have gold print here for who the company was. But it's in good condition. Like, there's no tearing on the interior. There's some marks on the white because it is white. And besides giving it a quick wipe down, I didn't do anything else to it. So, because I never want to damage something that I'm not. I will clean the crap out of glass because I know how to handle glass. But I am not sure on vintage purses, so I hardly mess with them, which is also why I try not to buy them in bad shape. So the first one is the white. And all of these are going to be $10. It's $10 choice. I'll give you a number at the end, and then you can put it in if you want one and let me know which one. So the next one is black, and this one's a cloth. And this one's so cool. It's got 2 pockets. It's got this plastic in the middle, and it is marked JR USA. Now, there's some staining on the inside, but the plastic is still in good shape, because sometimes this plastic gets brittle and breaks apart, and it has not. And I think when I first got this, I looked up that company. I was like, oh, that's a nice, but I don't remember. But I'm just trying to clear them out, so I'm not worrying about the value. I'm just thinking about what I paid for them and then trying to make a couple dollars off of over what I paid for them. So this one is in really good condition. So there's a black one. Then I've got this one, which to me, this one looks more like 70s, 1970s. There's the interior. This one also not marked, but the interior is in good condition. No issues there. Just the single opening. There's no side pockets on this one. There, I think you can see. So burgundy. And then this kind of taupey color, a crew taupey color. So this one has a metal zipper pocket and then another pocket in front of it. No damage to it either. And this one has this nice chain, but it's the same size as like the other clutch bags. So these are $10. If you're interested in one, type in number 1 and let me know which one. $10 a piece. Number 1. Okay. If you're just coming in, whoever gifted me the Lisa Frank stickers, I love them. Love them. And I made a new backing for my clear phone case. And I get these clear phone cases at Five Below. So if you want to change out your phone case to your mood, get a clear phone case and then just make yourself up a new background. Okay, next item. I could not, yes, yeah, that's funny. I could not identify this, but it feels quality. You know, you pick up some piece and you're like, oh, that was a Dollar Tree knockoff. This one feels quality. And look at the swirl. It also feels old. And there's a bird in that swirl. It's so beautiful. And it's ridged out. I hope you can see that. And I did every kind of Google image search. I turned it every which way, and I could not come up with anything at all. So it's this size. The rice bowls looked bigger, and the noodle bowls, no, the rice bowls look smaller, and the noodle bowls look bigger than what this is. So I don't know. It is almost 4 3/4 inches across, and it's 2 3/4 inches tall. It does have some crazing. I don't know if you're probably not going to be able to see that. Let's see. No. But there's some crazing in the bottom. And then there's that staining right there. But it's just simply beautiful. And the wear on the bottom also indicates that it's got some age. But I don't know. I couldn't come up with anything. It is $15, number 9. $15, number 9. Julius Resnick on the purse, Kathy, the JR purse. Yeah, I looked it up when I first bought it, but since I'm just clearancing them out, I didn't look any of them up this time. Okay, 2 more purses, and then we'll do a uranium piece. So this one is vintage. I've had it up for sale before. I've dropped the price way down. Awesome, Jazdia. I have got you down for that bowl. Maybe it's one of those ones that's like $1,000 because it's super old, and then you'll be rich. My mocha creamer is not mixed into the bottom there. Okay, so you've seen this one before. This is the Bruno Magli genuine leather. This is probably 1980s. It's buttery soft, but it is getting damaged sitting around here. Ah, look at this. Now it's got some scratching on it. I don't know if that was one of my cats or if that's from all of these just being tossed into the box together. So anyway, the Bruno Magli, that's the first one. And then the second one is going to be, and I swear this purse is brand new. It was never used. I did thrift it, but, or maybe I got it at garage sale. It's E-L-A-N. You can't see it. Elan with a apostrophe over the E. And it is in perfect condition. It has this really nice chain that if you don't want to use the chain, drops in here and doesn't stop. It's got this rhinestone top and 4 little feet on the bottom. This is adorable. It's in this coppery brown color. It shimmers. I don't know. But honestly, it's not even, it won't even hold your phone. Let's see. Yep. See, there's my phone case. You can't even put your phone in it. You could put a lipstick in it and a credit card and your ID, but that's all you're getting in here. But oh, it is stunning. So each of these is going to be $12. Number 11. $12, number 11. And the thing about these tiny purses is they're like date purses, right? Where you just grab a few things and you want to go instead of hauling your big kitchen sink purse around. But I haven't been on a date. At the end of this summer, it will be 6 years since I've been on a date. Some of that by choice, some of that by health, some of that by 2020. So I have all of these taking up space and no cute dates happening. Okay, so the first uranium brooch. This is a Weiss. Weiss is a really good company. If you don't know anything about them, you should look them up. They were the maker of costume jewelry for years. And this one, it's so hard to show the glow. So the 3 stones on each side, so there's 6 glass uranium stones. And the Weiss is right here on the back. And it is this big, so it is not a tiny brooch. Let's see. 2.5 inches across, 2 inches tall. So these lighter green stones are the ones that are the uranium stones. And of course, it caught my eye from across the room at the flea market because of the green. That darker green's kind of the emerald color of my birthstone, but then I got closer and I'm like, and then I picked up his Weiss and I was like, yes. It is $50. $50, number 2 for the Weiss uranium brooch. Weiss uranium brooch. And the lady that I got them from, I'm so glad you're getting that, Sabrina. I really wanted to keep it, but I'm like, no, I am only buying for resale currently. But the lady that I bought it from, she's had that. She's the same one I bought my tablecloth from. And so I got to, because it was a month ago, I got to show her a picture of the tablecloth on my table in my kitchen. She was so excited about it. But she and her husband have just decided that they are going to clear out stuff so that nobody has to do it after they die. And she has had that her whole life. So it had one owner. Okay, another choice on purses. And then this will be my last set of purses. And these are all going to be $6 a piece. $6 a piece. So the first one is one of these Never been used. It's by the company Handcrafting Justice, Fair Trade. And again, it's a little clutch. Now this one would probably fit your phone, your lipstick, and your credit card. But brand new, never been used. That one's going to be $6. I have a purse stack over here. And then this one, this is an Estee Lauder bag that I'm sure was a, free with purchase. But it is really super cute. And I actually did use it, but it doesn't have any pockets. And I really like to have my stuff separated in my purse. So it does have its strap. It looks like this one. You've got the snapped, or you can expand it. I loved the colors on this. But it's just an open bag. So the Estee Lauder. Another black one, but this one, I'll show you why I made it only $6. I do believe that it had a pocket in here that has come out because the spacing of these 4 holes in this satiny material really looks like it had a pocket sewn on here. So it's got a little handle, but again, this is one that can drop in, so it can just be an under the arm clutch. And this patent leather needs some help. I didn't do anything to it, but because of that, it's only going to be $6 because of the damage. And then this one is starting to get pulled. I think this was a handmade, but it is starting to get some pulls in it. And again, no pockets on the inside. It is just the bag. And if you guys want measurements on these, let me know. I can do that. And then the last one is bigger, but again, there's just the one pocket on the inside. This one does zip up, so that is nice that it fully closes. No one can reach in. And it's got these bamboo handles. So $6 on each of these. And the number on those is going to be 19 if you're interested in any of them. I was looking up something. What was I looking up from Dr. Lori just this week? Sometimes she's a little loud and brash for me, but in general, she has really good info. Okay, so second uranium brooch. This one is unmarked. So the glowy part is going to be the leaves. And it got these beautiful blue bits here. And then this pink in the middle feels like a little plastic pink underneath this pink rhinestone. So unmarked. Oh, Kaz, I have to tell you about the horse mug. I'll tell you here in a second. This one is long. So it is 2 3/4 inches long. At its widest point, less than 1.5. Let's see if I can show you the glow. Got the big overhead light there. Ooh. So lots of glow on these, but it's just the leaves that glow. And because this one's unmarked and I could not figure out who made it, it is only going to be $30, number 8. $30, number 8. The horse mug, I know that you fell in love with it, but what's interesting is that after I always bring everything home and take it upstairs, show my mom, and then I wash everything because, I don't like OPD, other people's dirt. We don't like that in this house. So I wash everything, and then I put it into my inventory and look it up, see how much I'm going to charge for it. And so I get all of that done and bring it downstairs. I filmed my haul And then my mom goes, your dad really likes that mug. I'm like, which mug? And she's like, the horse mug. And I'm like, really? Because we have nothing that's blue in this house. My parents both, their favorite color is green. There's like no blue in this house. And she's like, yeah, he really likes that. And so I was like, okay, because it's his birthday today. So guess what? My dad was drinking his coffee out of this morning? The blue horse mug. He fell in love with it. He very, very rarely does. Now, my mom falls in love with every single bit of clear glass that comes into this house. But my dad never likes anything I bring home. Like, he just doesn't. And he fell in love with it. So my dad has it. I'm sorry, Cass. Maybe someday he'll get tired of it. But that was his birthday present today. Okay, next item is this ceramic basket. This was made in Italy. No chips, no cracks. Now the handle is, the pottery on this is a little rough, but I've sold some things from made in Italy before, and that just seems to be the style of things. Like they didn't smooth out, it's rustic. They didn't smooth out the bits of the handle when they made it, but no chips, no cracks. See, like here, you can feel the rough spots where they just didn't smooth it as they made it. And these pieces are always hand painted. Hey, Helen. Kaz, I'll tell him happy birthday. So this is Deruta pottery made in Italy. Now there's a lot of Deruta pottery, vintage Deruta on eBay right now. There is current Deruta pottery on Amazon right now. It feels more vintage, but I don't know. But it is beautiful. And it's this size, so it is a nice size. So I guess. So it's 9.5 inches at its wide, at its longest point. It is 7.5, 7.25 in between there at its widest. And then it stands to the bowl part 2.25, 2.5, depending on what part of the bowl. But to the handle, then we're looking at 7 inches tall to the handle. So it is a nice size. If you like Italian pottery, here you go. And this one is going to be $20, number 16. $20, number 16 for the Made in Italy basket. And then the last two things you guys have seen before, but I have dropped the price on them. So these are going to be the lowest prices that have been offered on them so far. First one is that vintage leather wallet. This one was new in box and still has the vintage ID card, the fake Diners Club card. So we know this was made in the 60s. And then my favorite thing, the Doris Day picture. But this is water buffalo calf, I think. Yeah, water buffalo calf leather. And it has been stored flat all of these years. So even though it's a bifold wallet, it has not been folded yet. $12, number 15. So if you had your eye on this and you thought I was asking too much, I've dropped the price. $12, number 15 on the 1960s new old stock wallet. And I don't have the lid. I just have this box. And then very last thing today is the McCoy wishing well that did not get glazed properly. So there are glazed skips all over it. You can see glazed skips on the inside. You can see glazed skips up here. There's more glazed skips. So lots of glazed skips. Yeah, that would be a good Father's Day gift, that wallet. And it's missing the chain that would have hung here and then gone to a metal handle here. But it says, oh, wishing well, grant a wish to me. And McCoy. And McCoy made these in several different colors. So I have dropped the price down to $6. Just $6, number 13. $6, number 13. And honestly, you guys, pricing is relative. So if you see something that you think I have way overpriced or way underpriced, shoot me an email and say, hey, I think you got that wrong. Because you don't know what you don't know. And ooh, Maria would like that. Awesome, Maria. You can't know everything. I like to do research, but it doesn't mean I always get it right because you can't believe everything you read on the internet either. So, all right. If you, oh, dogs are going nuts. If you need the prompt, today's prompt is cover an entire page with doodles. Cover an entire page with doodles. And Maria just had a birthday, so let's all wish Maria a happy birthday. All the best people are born in May. I'm just saying. Okay. If you guys did not see my haul video from the flea market, I have to show you what I bought myself. Isn't that fantastic? It's a perfume bottle. It's New Martinsville. And I think we've covered, Nikki and I've covered New Martinsville. Look at how polished the bottom is. The swans, the stopper. Oh my goodness. I love it so much. You guys, I paid $1 for this. I paid $1. And I've had it sitting here so I could show you guys, and then it's going to go into my stuff on my dresser. I love it so much. But Nikki was able to pull up a catalog page and confirm that it was New Martinsville that made that. So love, love, love that. And it was $1, and I was using birthday money, so it's not like I even paid for it myself. And are we on week 22, Kraken? Oh, we are. Because I've got all the prompts written down here. So I will be getting that. I'll probably film that video today. Get that up in the next couple of days. So if you missed a prompt that you want to go back and do, or if you've come in late and you don't feel like you want to start in the middle and you want to go back to the beginning. But there is no beginning, guys, because we have just randomly picked them out of this bowl. So there is no order at all. You can skip the ones that you don't want to do or don't have time to do. So I think that's everything. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It's awesome to see your faces. Well, relatively speaking, to see your little icons in my chat. Oh. I'm going to try to hit some garage sales tomorrow. There's an area I had good luck in the last couple of years. And I know they're having theirs this weekend, but I don't know if they're starting on Thursday or Friday. So I'm going to take a little drive over tomorrow, check out those garage sales in this heat. Ugh. But going to do that. And if they're not, I'll just stop by Betty's on my way back, and I'll hit the garage sales on Friday then. Because, you know, have garage sales on Friday. And then the church that's up the road from me, the Catholic church, they're having their rummage sale this weekend. They do it twice a year. It is huge. But when we went last year, prices were not there for resale. So I don't know if I'm going to go. I told my parents if they wanted to run up, because we have the neighbor that lives directly across the street. She helps run that, and she always makes baked goods that get sold there too. And so we will. Oh, really, Kaz? That's interesting. Bye, Kraken. So if they want to run up there, I'll run up there with them. But it was a ton of people and just not a lot of stuff for resale. So we'll see. But that's my plan for the weekend. Oh, Kitschy, I hope there's some left. All right, you guys, you have fantastic day on your hump day and do something nice for yourself today. Do something nice. Pour yourself a nice coffee and sit in the sun and get 10 minutes of vitamin D. Do something nice. I'll see you guys in the chats. Bye.